Friends, it's pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, bringing you my daily diary. Today I want to cover Friday, July 18th through Monday, July 21st of 2025. What did I do all day? Well, I was in the office Friday the 18th. I started out early. In fact, our staff member who handles travel invitations has some unusual work hours, and I had a 7:45 a.m. meeting with him as he worked hard at evaluating all the different invitations that come in for me and my team to speak in different parts of the country and the world. We had that work. We had staff briefing at 8:30. I continued with meetings with our communications director and executive director at 9:15, and with other staff to get the work of the week underway, or the work of the day underway. 10 o'clock in here in the studio live doing our scripture daily broadcast. 11 o'clock did another taping here in the studio with Mark Houck. That's the gentleman in the Philadelphia area whose home was raided by the Biden FBI simply because he was peacefully praying in front of an abortion facility. And at 12:30, I had a meeting with one of our technology department members and talking about computer training curriculum for the staff. At 1 o'clock, had a meeting with our executive director and finance director. She was visiting here to do work here at the headquarters for a few days. She works out of Virginia. I met at 2:30 with our communications director, talking about more expansion of our outreach to different media outlets and so forth. At 3:30, another meeting with our finance director who was here. She also handles HR matters, and we talked about different procedures, updating. And 4 o'clock had a meeting with our Washington, D.C. staff person as well as web manager. And then after that, late afternoon, did some quick videos with our social media coordinator, and he had some ideas for me to make some short video clips and put out to different platforms. And then the rest of the afternoon, late afternoon, got updates from end-of-day updates from staff, end-of-week updates, and then had a quiet evening of work there in my office. Now, the next day, Saturday the 19th, was a day of solid work. Oh, I forgot to mention the things that took my attention there at my desk during these intervals on Friday the 18th had to do with the publication of our next newsletter, final preparation for that, new methods that we're employing for promotion of our videos, communication with the past director of the Catholic Press Association, good friend, our handwritten notes to donors, our Radio Maria program, our deacons, communication with them, communication with Mark Houck, as I mentioned, and also approval of an email blast going out. Saturday the 19th, work at my desk early in the morning with the Values Action Team. Now, this is a special meeting that takes place in the United States Senate and also in the House of Representatives. Representatives of different groups like ours that work to promote Christian values, intersecting with our lawmakers. So some communication about some upcoming meetings in that regard, and communications with Legatus, the Catholic Businessmen's Association that is going to have me speak at one of their chapters very soon. We're communication with them about working that out. Now, the whole day was spent working in my office on upgrading and reorganizing the different files that I have for the so many different projects and initiatives that we undertake. It's absolutely necessary, of course, to be organized when you have a ministry that is doing so many different things and when you have an obligation towards so many different projects. And so I was, every so often, the whole system has to be refreshed and upgraded, and so that's what I was doing, organizing a lot of paperwork and computer files into a much more organized way, and worked on that the whole day, except that at 10 o'clock I had the live scripture broadcast brought to you right here in this studio, so I did that. But otherwise, I was engrossed in that project morning, noon, and night. And that was very productive on Saturday, the 19th. Didn't even have any phone calls or interactions or very many emails at all, just those two that I mentioned. Now, Sunday the 20th, I was involved very much in the same thing, though in the morning I again connected with our staff person who does the travel work, and had a early morning meeting with him, talking about upcoming trips I'll be making and the planning needed for those. I went also down the street, did some shopping, some grocery shopping for the coming days. Worked on that filing and organizing project in the morning. Had the 10 o'clock live broadcast for Scripture Reflections here in the studio at 10. Then went back into my office and continued with that filing organization. Had a quick lunch, continued with that work. At 1:30, I came back here in the studio and I had a live interview on Newsmax with Lydia Serrani. Sunday Agenda is the name of the program. Commented on matters of faith. Went right back into my office after that and continued the rest of the day and evening on that filing organizational project. Made very good progress. And just a couple of brief emails, one regarding an upcoming trip to Boston and another one in regard to the travel meetings that I mentioned, and worshiping the Lord, of course, there on Sunday as well. And then Monday the 21st of July, busy office day, up early, dealing with things on email such as the Good Shepherd Project, our online clergy training, the Praying for America program, the scriptures and diary broadcasts. Let's see, a special appeal letter going out, approving that. Matters of maintenance of the building, just reviewing some things for certain staff. Approval of an e-blast, responding to pro-life leaders who want to advertise with us. That's an option that we give to pro-life groups, bringing their information to you. Meetings with our finance director, communication with the Washington Times, their CEO. We're doing some special work together, and also an invitation for an upcoming trip. Staff briefing at 8:30. Had meetings after the briefing with various staff right there in the briefing room to get them oriented for the day. 9:30 in the morning, met with my technical team. I'm upgrading my iPhone, and so we had some work to do in regard to that. Did that at 9:30. 10 o'clock was here in the studio, live scripture broadcast at 10. 10:30, had a meeting with our social media coordinator and making more plans for that. Then went back to my desk, did a lot of desk work. Quiet work there, got a quick lunch, had a meeting at 1 o'clock with our finance director. Again, she's been visiting here for a few days from Virginia. After that, had a call to a donor, and then some work at my desk the rest of the afternoon, and intersecting with staff here throughout the office the rest of the day, more on that filing project and just other paperwork and email work that I had to follow up on. And that brought me to the end of the day. I worked into the evening, then went to bed. July 18th through 21st, 2025, that's what I did. I hope your work for the Lord is going well in whatever form that might take. And thank you for your involvement with our work, which we love doing and will continue to do with your prayerful support. Talk to you soon. God bless.
So many companies support abortion, but today you can make sure that with every call you make, you are supporting the unborn. Patriot Mobile is America's only Christian conservative wireless carrier. They have partnered with Priests for Life and donate a portion of their earnings to our work. We invite you to switch to them at patriotmobile.com/unborn. Keep your number and your phone and get the same coverage you have now, but also get the peace of mind knowing your every call supports life.
Follow him, Frank Pavone, Fr. Frank Pavone. He is the National Director of Priests for Life. Please go to priestsforlife.org.
Frank Pavone. Frank, thank you very much.